Right. I was born at Trusthorpe.
What school were you at?
Sutton on Sea, yeah.
Yeah.
And then the last 6 months we went to Mablethorpe Old School. For the last 6 months. And we did, on a Thursday, one Thursday we did baking, and another Thursday it was ironing things. Yeah.
Did you enjoy school?
I did really, yes. Yeah, I was a good girl. Yeah, and he used to have a cane, and lads, if they played up, he had them out at the front and hold his hands out, and then he used to strike them with it, yeah. They didn't go back again. And then, I remember once, they went into the, I don't know, I think there was a heater there or something, you had to keep filling with coal, and then there were stairs to go up, and they went up there, and they went into the false roof, didn't they, and the foot went through. Yeah. Oh dear.
Did they get the cane for that?
Yeah, they did, yeah, they did. There's no business up there. And I used to take some of the washing back, and then Mrs. Woodworth would come out sometimes, and she said, Phyllis, what do you want to be when you leave school? So I said, a dressmaker. And when I told my mother and my granny when I got back, dressmaker, you'll never make a dressmaker. You can't sit long enough. There's the pigeons rolling the things there, and then a lot of grass, you know, and then there was a tree there, and of course Vic Bowers and his brother came with me, and I was the biggest lad of the lot, climbing up the things, and Mr. Woodworth saw us, and he said, Dakin, catch that bee, them bees. He says, I'll have my Talford on Tuesday. But we were down the way, and it was on a Saturday, and when Grandad come home at dinner time, he said, yes, my lady, you won't think yourself lucky. He said, you're not at Alford on Tuesday. That's when they used to have a police, you know, court, yeah. Then on a Tuesday at Alford, yeah. I mean, because we lived, mother and I lived with Granny and Grandad, and Grandad was at Trusthorpe Hall working all the time, you see,
Yeah.
and that. And then Granny used to do the washing for the hall, and they had a 3-wheel thing, the basket, and I used to take it. I used to fetch the clothes, and then when Granny had washed them all and starched all the collars and everything, I had to take them back. And of course there was a pond there then, and when Granny says, you don't ride and pull this, you know, you've got to walk all the way. Well, when I know she couldn't see me, I went, didn't I? Yeah. Well, there was a great big pond there, and I've thought many a time, if I'd have gone in there with all that washing. Well, Grandad used to be at Trusthorpe Church to ring the bells, and then I rang the bells when I got old enough, about 13, there was a small bell, and then they stopped them when the war was on, and then afterwards they started again, and they wanted me to they wanted me to set the bell. Well, you've got to be careful how you set it, because if you do it quick and that, you go up with it. Yeah. I've seen it on the telly. Yeah, yes, but I used to love ringing the bells, really, yeah, and I always rang the last one while the other two went down to get into the choir. I used to ring that on my own, yes, up there. It was all right in the summer, but when you had to go down and put the lights on if you went down, you know, anyway. Yeah, and then when you could start again after the war, well, George and I was at service, and anyway he came down and he says, I see you're here now, will you come and ring the bell, because I'm having to ring 2. There's only 2 of us and there's 3 bells and I'm ringing 2. So they got me on there. Well, I'm not kidding, so to get slim, that would make you slim, because you were pulling at your chest all the time. Yeah, but I used to love ringing them, really, yeah.
Do you remember the defences they had at Mablethorpe on the beach?
Yes, and then, of course we was young then, we used to go up there courting in the thing, and they said, don't go down there because there's a bomb. And there was, apparently, yeah. So we weren't allowed there. And then on the Monday, the chap from Mr. Wright's brought Granny's groceries, and he said, well, they took that, whatever it was, they took it out so it wouldn't go off, yeah.
Mm.
That was a bit scary. When this bomb was on there, and we didn't know it was, and till the next day, and the grocery man, Mr. Wright, he came and brought the Granny, and he told Granny, you see, and I thought, what guy? And they wanted me, the lads wanted me to go down and touch it.
Yeah.
But I didn't go. I said, you go, I'm not going.
Do you know anything about the cinema being bombed?
Yes, well, I got Reg then, he was a baby, and it was the clinic day on that afternoon. And I don't know how it come about, but I didn't go. If I had have done, I might have been in the cinema been bombed, yeah. Granny said I shouldn't go today, you know, so she said it's all right, and so that was it, yeah. We had a cinema there, a good cinema, yeah, but it went buff.
What forces were at Trusthorpe then? I mean, was it the Army or the Air Force?
It was the Army, but I can't just remember, but I know they had pigeons there, Mr. Woodward did. Grandad used to see to them all, you see. Well, they used the pigeons, the soldiers did. They used to, which they do, don't they? Do now, I think, yeah. Yeah, very interesting, really, yeah. And then when the war was over, the pigeon, well, Grandad used to drive the car, and I used to go with him, and he had the basket with pigeons in, and then he let them go at Salfleet, and then we had to sit and wait for them coming back. They had, at the back of the hall, you went out there and through a gate onto the field, and then there was all pigeon houses and all the rest of it, you know, sort of things there, yeah.
When you were at the Trusthorpe Hall, your granddad was working there, and the soldiers were there.
Yeah.
Did you have much to do with the soldiers? Were they, you know?
No, because the Trusthorpe Hall, the soldiers were there.
Mm.
Grandad wasn't. None of them. No, it was just empty for them. Yeah. Mm. I worked in this sweet shop near the. Well, now it's shoe shop next door now. Now High Street at Maberthorpe. Yes.
Mm.
Yes. I used to have to bike there and bike back. You know. And it's a bit. I don't know. Airy at times.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. And when in the shop you had the light on, but when you opened the door to let people out, the light went off. You see, because it was blackout.
Yeah.
But there were 3 shops.
Mm.
The middle one was the one that sold cigarettes and chocolates and things. And when the soldiers come down, they saw this glass case full of chocolates, and I was on my own in the shop, and they were buying them, and could I wrap them up for them, and they could post them home to the wives, because I couldn't get chocolates there.
Yeah.
Anyway, Mrs. Oh God, she'd gone to Laos, and she came back with a young, well, she married him anyway in the end. He was an old chap. He was a businessman in Laos. I can't remember his name now. And anyway, when she came in, you see, all the chocolates was practically gone. And she said, Phyllis, what have you done? Where's the chocolates? I said, I've sold them all. Oh, well, I can't replace them. So her husband-to-be then said, well, you don't want them, do you? You can't have money and that as well. Yeah, but it was ever such a big case, and it was, you know, black magic and all that. Yeah. And I think they were about 8 pence or something. I don't know. They weren't expensive. Oh dear. Those were the days.
Yeah.
Do you remember any amusing incidents that occurred during the Second World War?
One night I was coming home and I saw something in the field. And we'd had a bit of snow, so I had to be careful with the bike. anyway, I thought, oh my God, what's that? Is that a plane there? And I hurried as quick as I could home, you see, over the grift. And so Grandad says, no, he says, they put a cart there with a lot of hay on for the horses to eat.